Hello, everybody, and welcome back to The New Nasty Boys. I'm your co-host this morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you decide to listen to this thing, Billy DeVore. And sitting across from me, as always, is...
What up? It is I, Lee Michael Kimbrell, nasty boys and girls out there across the whole wide world. Y'all doing okay? I assume you're doing all right.
Dude, they're on top of the world.
1 game winning streak.
1 game winning streak. And you know what? It's Monday.
Yeah.
So you know what that means? The Reds can't lose today.
The Reds can't lose today.
They can't break our hearts.
Not even possible.
No.
We are going to go 0-0 today.
No one can get hurt.
Yes, I know. No injuries, no nothing.
Nothing.
No loss.
Yeah.
Love it, man. And right now, 1 game win streak.
1 game. Who was it that was... I think it was like a Cardinals pitcher. He was carrying groceries up his steps. This is like a while ago.
Was it Rick Ankiel? Didn't he have like a freak injury or something?
Yeah, I think it was Rick Ankiel.
What happened to him?
He was carrying groceries and it sliced his middle finger.
Yeah, it was Rick Ankiel.
Okay, yeah.
And then man, that was a fun moment in baseball when he came back and just dropped fucking bombs and played outfield.
Yeah.
That was sick. Rick
Fucking
Ankiel, I'm trying to
incredible.
think of like an equivalent. It would be like as someone who flamed out because he was he was a hot deal for like a season and a half, 2 seasons.
Oh, yeah, and then he got figured out.
Yeah, he got figured out and he cut his finger open on a bag.
It's like the reverse of Kenley Jansen.
Yeah.
Because Kenley Jansen came up as a catcher.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Kinley Jansen?
Yes, was a catcher, and then they were like, "Oh, we'll flip it. Let's see what he like had weird."
That's astounding.
Yeah,
He's like Salvador Perez style catcher, like 6'5",
giant,
just a hulking giant man. Mm-hmm. Boy, God, what a career saver.
Yeah, no shit.
Just being a bench piece, maybe a starter batting 210 catcher.
And then
need a wheelchair when you grow up. To pitching 1 inning a game.
Yep. And he was just like, and they were like, we can't figure out why his throw down a second breaks like it does, but I bet it would break better from the mound.
Just breaks. That's wild.
Pretty rad, right?
I like that. That's cool.
Learning a lot.
Yes, we are.
I'm gonna just let you know right off the rip. I'm exhausted.
Me too, man. It's that time. I think everybody is. I guess it's been happening, but everybody is very tired right now.
I'm whooped.
Yeah.
I was in the car for 7 hours yesterday.
Yeah.
Because I drove from Mason City to Chicago, which was 3.
Yeah.
Well, and then Chicago back here, so like 4:15, 4:20.
Yeah.
So
That's a haul.
Yeah, and fit a ball game in between there.
Fuck yeah, man.
And a pod.
Got to go to Wriggles.
I got to go to old Stanley Wriggles.
Were you with Danny Rocket or just a pal?
I was with Danny Rocket.
Fuck yeah.
And I was on their pod last night.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Popped on. He lives in like in Wrigleyville.
Of course
like,
he
right
does.
by there. Or
Of course
it was
he does.
It was like less than a mile walk.
That makes sense. Anywhere he would live, anywhere he lives would be Wrigleyville.
Exactly.
That's a cubby right there.
Through and through.
That is a little cub.
It was just him, me, and Crawley, and I just hopped on for like half an hour. Then I was like, I gotta go.
And then just drove home.
Then
through the night.
Booked it.
What time did you leave?
I left around 8:20. Got home at 2.
Made killer time.
Oh, I was going 90 at some point.
Made killer time. Me and Colette just went to Louisville, and it took us like fucking 70 minutes. She was scooting.
Oh, I bet. She's just like, fuck this. We got to go.
Yeah, we were going. But, man, I'm glad.
Yeah.
Made the trip. Capping a good road trip with a fucking drive through the night. You pass all the windmills. It was dark.
Oh,
It's just a bunch of little flashy red lights. It's good. That's brilliant. I'm glad you got to do that.
Yeah, it was pretty freaking awesome.
The romantic road.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah, man.
Forgot how much I I hadn't done a road trip by myself.
Dude, nothing better. You feel like a full-on fucking cowboy.
Yeah, dude, it was freaking awesome.
It's brilliant. How was Mason City Limits?
Dude, what a cool club. Honestly.
What town?
Mason City.
Mason City.
Dude, it is next to farms and in between more farms.
Yeah, so it's out there.
It's like middle Illinois. It's like southwest of Chicago.
So how how far from Chicago?
3 hours.
Oh, so not a suburb. Its own place.
It is
middle of Illinois.
Dude, and it was like that Venn diagram of Cubs fans and Cardinal fans.
Oh yeah, I believe it.
So one bar I went to was a Cardinals bar. And then the bar across the street from the comedy club which these two are less than a block away from each other. The one was a Cardinals fan, the other Cardinals bar, the other one was a Cubs bar.
Yeah.
It was just a interesting dissection of fans.
I would all day long rather go to a Cubs bar than a Cardinals bar.
I would too, but the guy who owned the Cardinals bar had that restaurant for 30 plus years.
I like that. That's fine.
He made the best ribeye sandwich I've ever had.
Oh, really?
Called Big City Ribeye.
High praise.
Very high praise.
Best ribeye sandwich you've ever had in the middle of Illinois.
No, yeah, and he let me come back into the kitchen. He showed me how he made it.
That's cool.
Come on. Treat it like royalty.
That's awesome. That feels good.
It feels great.
Yeah, man.
And then just shooting the shit. Just hanging with him in the kitchen. He's asking me about comedy. I was asking him about cooking. This guy made everything in the fuck. He was like, oh, yeah, special today, General Tso's chicken. Just makes it from scratch in the kitchen.
Really?
Dude, the guy was, I was like, you're putting out these crazy bar dishes in the middle of nowhere.
And this is in Mason City?
Yeah.
Mason City has a population of what?
2,000.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. And he's just...
A population
cranking.
of 2,000 in towns anywhere near it?
Yeah, so Springfield was an hour.
Okay, Springfield's a city.
Yeah, that's where I went. I went
Yeah.
there I went to the Lincoln Museum.
Yeah,
'cause
saw
that's
that
the
on
birthplace.
Facebook.
Yes. Actually, I got something for you.
You got something for me?
I did. So
What?
the Lincoln Museum. So you put this on your story, and you put this up often when you're gone.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, they fucking forgot my name.
You're kidding. Of course they have a Lee.
They got a Lee. It is a Lee pocket knife that says Abraham Lincoln on the back.
Thank you, Bill. That's hilarious.
I was like,
man.
you know what? Where else to get a weapon?
It says Lee.
Yeah.
Thank you, Billy.
You're welcome.
That is very fucking. It's got A Lincoln on the back, man.
A Lincoln.
That rules. Thank you, dude.
You're welcome. A Lincoln means the Lincoln.
Yes, a Lincoln, the fucking Lincoln.
Dude, you know what the craziest thing they sold in that gift shop was?
Tell me.
The replica gun that killed Lincoln.
They sold it?
Dude, I'm not kidding. As a toy gun.
What, like $75?
Dude.
Probably pretty expensive. Was
$25.
it like
I
was
got a
it
picture.
metal or plastic?
It was a plastic. Look at that. It's a plastic cap gun.
Wow.
Here you go.
That's pretty fucking cool. I would have bought that. If I had eaten an edible on the way there, I would have totally bought that.
It was tough to not buy.
Well,
But
you
then I
bought me a
bought that.
pocket knife, and thank you very much, man.
course.
I am quite touched.
Oh, and then I
You
got...
get yourself something in there?
No, this is for Alicia. It's a pen that says Alicia,
And it's even spelled right.
and it's spelled correctly, and it's got A Lincoln on the back.
A Lincoln on the back, baby.
Not just A Lincoln, the Lincoln.
The Abraham Lincoln.
Dude, the museum was hilarious. I
I'm
learned
touched.
nothing.
Oh, yeah?
No, it was hilarious. Because you go in and they didn't, like Mary Todd Lincoln's fucking crazy, right?
Yeah, she was like out of her mind.
Yeah, Toys in the Attic
Yeah.
is what they said about her,
Yes.
which is where the saying comes from.
Yes.
And I found this out. That's where the phrase comes from. And then they call the place where you drop your little kids off to play Mary Todd Lincoln's attic.
Really?
So it's like they have toys in
And
this place.
because she had toys in the attic. Because
Boom.
she was crazy. That's fun. Mary Todd's Lincoln Attic.
It's super fun.
That's cool in case you want to go to the Abraham Lincoln Museum and ditch your kids.
Did you just leave them with a crazy person?
Yeah, I was about to say, and a daycare named after an insane woman.
But they never mentioned that she was crazy. They were just like, she was really sad because her kid died. That was it. Nothing about her being batshit
it's
crazy.
a really wild moment in history because, obviously we'll never know.
Yeah.
But from all of the anecdotes and stories and stuff, Abraham and Mary Todd Lincoln were just full-on mentally ill together
Yep.
in the White House.
And Abraham Lincoln supposedly had a live-in lover.
Yes.
That was a man.
So I've heard. Gay Abraham.
Gabraham.
Abraham Lincoln.
Hell yeah.
There you go.
I love that.
Wild. That's good. Yeah. So you did learn a little something.
I learned that not at the museum. I learned that from people saying like, oh, you're going to the Abraham Lincoln Museum. Do you know he was gay? And I'm like, well, I learned more here than the $15 I spent going in there.
Worth it.
For sure worth it.
Yeah, worth it.
No, and what else was I going to do?
Yeah.
I'm in Mason. I'm not
much.
trying to be a dick, but there was not much to do in Mason
That's
City.
what's so fucking crazy that there is a comedy club there.
Yeah.
So the room it's a small little like black box.
Yeah, like 60 people, tallish ceilings, like probably 20-foot ceilings, but it's like a shotgun.
Yeah.
Fits 60. The guy who owns it, Chris, has been doing comedy since 1988. And he ran the club lives above the club, bartends during the shows, and's the manager, and books. It was like, he does everything.
That's incredible.
You don't see that a whole lot.
That's incredible.
So,
I mean, it's like, is the idea, the reason why it's such a small room is because Mason City itself, such a small town? I mean, are you drawing people from Springfield?
Yeah, there were some people that showed up from Springfield. Some people showed up from Lincoln, which was like 30 minutes away.
Okay.
But, I mean, you can't, what, are you going to have a 250-seater in the middle of nowhere with nothing to draw? And you're right. You're right.
It's so crazy that there is a club there. But, man, that's very romantic.
It was awesome.
Just an old comic just keeping open a little room in the middle of the country. I love it.
And he had a guy there who's also been doing comedy forever named John, who came in. He's like, I go out and I drive around and I promote it. And then every person that came in on Saturday, they're like, hey, good to see you again, shaking hands. Like, they were giving him the tickets that they bought from him.
Yeah.
Like, it was pretty rad.
That's wild.
And I'm like, this is old
just
school comedy.
A little mom and pop. Yeah, dude. That's fucking crazy. So who all was on the show?
It was Chris Spire.
Chris
who hosted.
Yeah.
John Kirby did a guest spot. And then
who promoted it.
Okay. And then Trey, I forget his last name, but he's a comic out of Bloomington.
Okay. Illinois.
Super funny, dude.
Okay.
And, dude, his day job, him and his buddy, who also is a comic, they make balloon structures. I'm not talking like going to a party making balloon animals. No, live balloon twisting where
they'll make like a fucking statue of
dude,
something.
he made a 25-foot tall balloon spider that he put on the side of his house for Halloween. Yes.
And he'll do it live? Like at festivals?
Hire him. People will hire him in birthday parties, all that shit.
That's pretty fucking sweet.
He made a Christmas tree for like a nursing home. Like, he's just
balloons.
showing me this. Well, his buddy, who's like, yeah, we do that, is just fiddling with a Rubik's Cube and nailing it in 20 seconds.
So just a bunch of beautiful fucking weirdos.
Amazing. Yeah, dude. In the middle of Illinois.
You got a balloon artist / comedian.
Where else do you see that?
You'd have to go to the middle of Illinois. You'd have to go. There's probably a couple of them in New York.
Oh, for sure.
That's really fucking cool, though.
But the cherry on top was he was super funny.
Yeah, he did well.
Middled. Yeah, he did really well.
So, like, Chris goes up, does what? 5?
It's more like 10.
7, 10. 10 minutes.
Yeah. And then
guest spot from the promoter.
Did 10.
Okay.
It was so funny. Chris is up there, and he's like pointing at the table and going, oh, yeah, you got the bucket of Coors Lights. And then launch into his next joke.
Yeah.
And then, like, was taking drink orders in between introducing people.
Yeah.
And
show was good?
Show was great.
Fun.
On Saturday. We didn't have enough on Friday, which is fine. It was beautiful. And I was like, I don't even want to be in here.
Yes.
So then we just hung out in the lobby of the club, and they just told old road stories.
That's fucking fun.
It was
Chris
the best.
Spire. I don't know why I've heard that name.
Because he's been around
Chris Spire.
forever.
Who knows?
He's
Is
great.
he a Chicago guy?
No.
No?
Mason City. He's from Dayton.
Okay.
He started in Dayton, and then moved around a little bit, and then he's owned that club for 13 years.
Fucking A.
It was awesome.
I figured it was brand new. No, 13
forever.
years.
Yeah, they said they opened the weekend. I think the first show they had, they were like, who did they? I think they had Greg Warren.
I was about to
headline.
ask like who the biggest name is that's gone through there.
Biggest name. They say, oh, people come in and go, hey, when are you gonna have Donnie Baker back?
Oh yeah,
Love
dude.
Donnie
Oh yeah, I
Baker.
bet they could sell out. Donnie might not even be able to go back to Mason City limits now. If that room's capped at 60, they'd have to be $100 tickets, and he'd have to do 10 shows.
Exactly.
You know, damn, that's a shame.
I know.
That's a damn shame.
It's a real damn shame.
It's a crying shame.
And then it was, dude. If anyone's looked like, it's just awesome. You know, I mean, like, we're lucky. We have Go Bananas Independent Club. Like, and this guy's like, Trey was like, yeah, I live in Bloomington. I drive down here and do this because, you know, it's an independent club. It's 45 minutes from my house.
Yeah.
But it's also, where else do you find this? I'm like, it's tough to find anymore,
Yeah, man.
It's
Only
tough.
a handful of them.
I know.
That's fucking cool. Well, yeah, I'd love to work it. I'll take Chris's number.
Yeah, I got you.
For sure, man.
It's great.
I had a fun weekend. Thursday, went to Indianapolis, played Helium. Same story, small room, not a ton of people. There were like 14, 15 people there, but we had a great time. It's kind of where I've been right now. That's what comedy is in the fucking beginning of spring.
Yeah.
Is you're competing. It's hard to get people out anyway, and now you're competing with Mother Nature.
Dude, competing against the sun is hard.
Yeah. the sun and the blue skies and a slight breeze and patios that serve beer.
Yep.
It's hard to go against that. It's hard to go against a fucking park.
Yeah, after
or a nature preserve.
Yeah, after you've been cooped up for fucking 4 months.
Yeah, but as we both proved this past weekend, if you got a small room, you give them a good show.
That's right.
It was fun. So yeah, I didn't even equate that really. I got one good show on Saturday. The early show on Saturday was like 85 people.
Okay.
The late show on Saturday was like 30, 35, but it just the planets aligned perfectly and the room was seated perfully.
Oh,
it was like nobody was like, we'd like a high top.
Nope.
It was like 35 people, and then the first 35 seats around the stage were just all filled.
Honestly, that's all you need.
So we were cooking. Yeah, it was fun as shit. Sam Talent came and did a guest spot.
What? Because he was at
Taft with Tim Dillon.
Dude, it was so wild. Could
Yeah.
I say this a couple weeks ago? I was driving by and saw a billboard for Tim Dillon on 471.
No way.
It was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, man, that's wild. It's crazy to think that he headlined Go Bananas in 2018 and had fucking 70 people at the early show.
Wow. I know.
Who weren't there for him.
No, they just were like, let's go see comedy.
Yeah, that was a meteoric rise.
Yeah. And also
fucking
proves
crazy.
like go to a comedy club. You never know what could happen.
I was just listening to his most recent podcast that dropped, and Tim Dillon dropped a new sponsor, Athletic Greens.
Shut up.
I'm not kidding. Tim Dillon, sponsored by AG1.
Wow.
It just seems like a great product. I mean, if podcasts like Tim Dillon, the Tim Dillon podcast, one of the most highly downloaded podcasts of all time, he's doing reads for Athletic Greens. It would be great if we could too.
Oh, wait a minute. Tons of people take a multivitamin, and it's important to choose one that is top quality. With one scoop of Athletic Greens, you're absorbing 75 high-quality vitamins, minerals, whole food, sourced superfoods, probiotics, and adaptogens to start your day right. It only costs $3 a day. No sugar, no GMOs, no chemicals, or artificial anything. It's time to reclaim your health. That's it. No need for a million different pills, just one scoop to look out for your health. Athletic Greens is going to give you a free 1-year supply of immune-supporting vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. All you have to do is visit athleticgreens.com/sportsdrink. Again, that's athleticgreens.com/sportsdrink to take ownership over your health and pick up the ultimate daily nutritional insurance.
Perfectly read, baby. And if you want to get really healthy and talk online at a live audio-only platform, it's like a podcast that you can chime in on, or a live podcast of sorts, then you need to hop on over to the iOS App Store. You got to download Colorcast.
You
got
to
download the Colorcast app. You can talk to sports insiders, people like yourselves, athletes. It's good for debates. It's good for watching a game. Maybe you and your boys are on separate coasts.
Yeah.
I know that's the case with you.
All the time.
Download Colorcast, throw it on. You can just talk with your boys live, watch a game. That'd be pretty fun. Just go download Colorcast app in the iOS App Store. It's free $99. Can't get much better than free. And link it up to your Twitter profile.
Yep.
Search us. Search at the New Nasty Boys. You'll find us.
You will.
And we're gonna go live sometime. So
check it out.
Yeah. So that's true. Come with your spiciest takes.
Come with your spiciest takes.
Scoville level 50.
Now, I would like to say I have been coming with spicy takes for many years about Wrigley Field.
Oh yes.
I have. I would like to let you know
It's a trash can.
It's a trash can. It's overrated. It's just cramped. It's hard to get around. Look, I went with friend of the pod, Danny Rocket, on Sunday.
Yeah.
It is, and I sat in the bleachers. I would like to take back everything I ever said.
So you had some room?
Dude, I had room. Well, I had someone navigating me.
Yeah, you had an expert.
I had a shaman.
A Wrigley shaman.
A Wrigley Sherpa who took me all the way around. We got into the bleachers, and it is probably the most magical place in baseball.
Yeah.
Because, dude, we get down, we get in, we finagle our way in, because we had it's a whole thing. It's a whole scam. It's pretty sweet. But I'm not going to go into details. I don't want to ruin it for some people. But we get in, we go to our spot. I'm with Joe Kilgon.
Oh, yeah.
Because Danny was like, you should come. Billy's going to come up. You guys can finally meet. And I was
Joey
like,
Kilgallen.
sick.
Yeah.
Dude. And then all of the people were locked in, engaged, knowledgeable, like were operating as a unit.
Watching the game.
Dude, it was raining. And there was a dude with a scorebook with a plastic bag over it so he could keep score.
So his hand was in the plastic bag.
Yes.
That's some next level fanhood.
2 people doing that.
That's crazy.
Dude, one dude brought like snowmobile pants for when it started to drizzle again. So he had his shorts on. He went, shit. And then just put on these snowmobile pants when it started raining. And they would take them on and off. Like they were just prepared.
That's brilliant.
It was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, Chicago, I always forget on the drive into Chicago because I know it's a big city.
Huge.
It's the, top 4 biggest in the country? It's so gigantic. I mean, there's like upwards of 5-6 million people, 7 million people that live there. You're going to get some diehards.
I'd probably say if you're looking at North America, you go New York, Toronto, L.A.
Dallas-Fort Worth is getting up there now.
It's huge.
Yeah.
I think Chicago, it's like neck and neck. And Dallas is right behind it.
Yeah, Atlanta.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Chicago's a huge city. You go there, and people love it.
Yeah.
I just went to Great American Ballpark, and it was not quite the same experience.
No, it probably wasn't.
I will say it was a perfect day. It was gorgeous. If anything, too hot. I mean, damn, it was like 83 in Cincy. It was fucking great.
You look bronzed.
I mean, look at that.
Yeah, look at
Got
this.
a little farmer's tan. I got kissed by the sun. I'm feeling good. I got my vitamin D.
You look great. Not from Athletic Greens, though.
Yeah, not from AG1.
That's
not
right.
yet. It was disheartening and heartening. The people that were there, it was a Sunday, beautiful game, family day. You're going to get more people out.
Yeah.
I never believed the official attendance. I think they just throw out a random number.
Sure.
They said there was like 24,500 or something.
That's probably including tickets sold on StubHub.
I'm sure. I would be shocked if there were 24,000 people at the stadium.
Yeah.
Down there in that lower bowl was pretty thick, and I will say they were given some love.
Okay.
They were trying to. At least, like, every player got an ovation from a very sparse crowd.
Sure.
You could tell that there were people there trying to say, hey, players, we love you. When we say fuck the Reds, we're not talking about you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We're talking about the people up and back.
And it was cool. Lodolo, people were locked in for Lodolo.
Dude, he pushed.
It was the fucking first time he's looked good on the major league level.
He looked good against San Diego.
He looked fine, but he didn't. He looked like an ace.
It wasn't complete.
He looked like a fucking ace. That third time through the lineup, they saw him and barreled up 4 balls in a row. 2 of them found the gap. 2 of them found a glove.
Yeah.
Senzel made a great catch.
Yeah.
Or no, he got one off the short hop. Yeah, he got one off the short hop, but he didn't get hurt.
That's huge.
Man, when Senzel got picked off going back to first base and then came up hurting his hand.
I was like, really? We're doing this again?
Man, how about, I don't know, not to sound like such a fan or whatever, because, I'm a player first guy. We both are.
Sure.
Dude, if you stay in the game, you get a couple more ABs, you throw a ball in from the outfield a couple more times with that right hand, then it didn't fucking hurt enough for you to make a big deal out of it. And even if it did, suck it the fuck up.
Yeah.
The oxygen that got sucked out of that, there was no air in that stadium.
No, but we're so...
And then Senzel comes back after a base running blunder while he's batting a $105 and crinkles up his hand.
Yeah.
And I don't know. If he was batting 350, I wouldn't be having this stance. But it was just could not have been more of the same syndrome.
Sure.
I was just like, oh, look, he's underperforming and he's hurt.
Great.
Cool.
Well, give the guy credit. It is like his 3rd game back.
I know. But still, I mean, I was just you find yourself at a game. It was very romantic. There was some stuff that I loved. I had some great moments. I yelled, I love you, Joey.
Oh.
Seeing Pujols and the battery of Wainwright, Molina.
It's special, huh?
It was crazy. It felt like I was 12 years old.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It felt like I was 12. So that was cool. Booed Yachty.
Oh, that's got to be...
Cheered Wainwright. You know, Wainwright, his worst record in ERA against any team in the league in his history is the Reds.
In
his whole career. He's got like a 5.78 ERA in 20 seasons against the Reds. Yeah, it fucking rules.
We just have his number.
We light him up.
Yeah. The only soft tosser that we've had his number for his entire career.
Yeah, for sure.
If you look around like recently, other soft tossers.
Oh, just annihilate us.
Yeah, Kyle Hendricks is the definition of guy you want to throw out every day against the Reds.
Yeah. Rich Hill.
Yeah. Dick Mountain.
Dick Mountain. Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
I wish I had that cool nickname.
That'd be great. Dick Mountain.
Dick Mountain.
You kind of live atop a pile of dicks.
You know he got arrested a couple years ago?
Dick Mountain did?
Yeah, at a Patriots game. He was all drunk and was jumping on top of a car and then like tried to hop a fence to get into Gillette. And then they were like, "Hey man, you can't do that." And he was like, "What are you talking about? I'm Dick Mountain."
Damn,
and they were like, "You're in cuffs now."
That's amazing. That? He's like 6'5". That rules. I love that kind of story.
5'3".
5'3".
Yeah, all dick.
His penis. Yeah, right. Hell yeah.
All smolge.
But I mean, anything else? What'd you eat? Did you get a Wrigley dog?
Come on, look. Here's what I did. All right. We were like right behind Ben Gamel, so we were heckling him. The Cub fans deemed him the whole weekend Gamel Toe.
Gamel Toe.
Pretty good. I was like, I agree with that nickname. Solid. He was chirping back at us. I got to watch. So it's awesome.
He was chirping back?
He was chirping back. Oh, fuck yeah. That's
fun.
what Wrigley's known for.
That's fun.
And I got to be a part of it. Dude, both bleacher sides heckle each other. In the middle of an inning, like Danny just started going, "Right side bleachers suck," and then left goes, "Left side bleachers suck," or whatever flip flop. They just go and do that the whole time. I got to see a cup snake be born.
That's cool.
It was amazing.
You got a full Wrigley experience.
Full, dude, and it was like almost all the way from the basket to the top of the right field.
Goddamn Wrigley Sunday day game.
Sunday day game. I got a Hungarian smoked sausage with Gouda cheese.
Why not?
Come on.
Why not?
And then after the game, got a big old Owl's beef.
Al's beef.
Some Italian beef dipped in the sauce. Oh, buddy. If I lived in Chicago, I wouldn't be able to fit in this chair.
Truly, you'd be 500 pounds.
Hot dogs. Well, there's already Cincinnati chili here, but Chicago hot dogs, something special.
It's a little more girthy.
Yeah, a lot more ingredients.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like more. It's more girth. It's more going in your body.
Right.
If you eat 5 cheese conies,
that's a lot.
Yes, it is, but that's like 2.5, 3 Chicago dogs.
Agreed. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
And then Italian beef, which is just like French bread, a special type of like pork butt that they cook, and it just melts in your mouth.
Yeah.
So, and I got a sandwich this big and fries. Yeah, and then deep dish pizza, which whatever, but still, if that is like the cornerstones of the food there,
yeah, that's what you got,
dude. I'd have wheels for feet.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what would happen.
You'd be in a rascal.
Yeah,
yeah.
But you know what? You got to make sacecrifices for where you live.
There you go. I'm proud of you for not moving to Chicago and getting diabetes type 2.
How'd Billy die? He was drinking the Italian beef.
Yeah, it was a whole
sauce.
thing.
He was drinking.
He dove in a vat of Gouda cheese and drowned.
Yeah, he actually died choking on 20 sport peppers.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah, the peppers are good.
Dude, so...
Chicago, excellent city. Did the Cubbies win?
They dropped 3 out of 4 to the Pirates.
After, in one of the games they won was 21-0?
The only one they won.
What the fuck is that about?
You know how many home runs were hitting that game?
How many? 1 home run. Just spraying the ball. Just spraying the ball all over. What'd they have? 25 hits?
Yeah, something ridiculous.
That's absurd.
Yeah, they just spent them all that day. But, dude, it was like... The Pirates' bullpen is a lot better than what we think it should be.
That had the potential to happen when you have a roster 1 through 40 where you literally don't know anyone on the team. There is bound to be an element of that team where you're like, oh, what the fuck? Yeah. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Just law of averages.
Yep.
They will have, with the amount of fucking we're talking about lottery picks. That's their entire everything.
Yeah.
I mean, their whole roster right now are scratch-offs or futures, or
Right.
just like young prospects who could be in AAA right now.
Right, where they've got Key Brian Hayes at third, Brian Reynolds, and then just a AAA ball club.
Yeah, a AAA team.
Oh, dude, I got to see something crazy happen, though. I think it was the 7th inning, and you know who plays for the Pittsburgh Pirates? Our dear old friend Heath Hembry.
Oh, is he on the squad?
Not only is he on the squad, I watched him give up a homer.
Oh, nice. Not much has changed.
Not much has changed. Just
You've probably seen that in a Red Stadium.
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
It was like, thank God he'll be able to come to GABP and hurl a fat one up for us.
Give up a home run. Yes.
Brought warmth. But they lost 4-3, they lost 4-3 twice and then like 4-2. They just couldn't. The Cubs couldn't get runs across. And that team, man, like I was like, so what's your guys' plan? And they're like, well, we got all of our talents in single A and double A right now. And what they have up there right now is waiting out Jason Hayward.
Yep. Because is this his last year?
No.
Jesus.
His last year is next year.
How do they? I mean, I know it would be a doozy to just eat whatever he's making right now.
But they can. They're the Cubs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How is he on the roster? You DFA that guy.
They're operating like they're a small market. Like I was talking with Joe and Danny about it. And they're like, they just keep operating like we're in this small fucking market, like we're in your market. And I'm like, well, we're not actually that small. We could be operating a little bit bigger in our shoes, but we choose not to.
Yeah, but Chicago, like we were just saying, there's nothing about Chicago that's small. It's the entire Midwest team. It's Illinois, Indiana, and then the city of Chicago
Iowa.
itself.
Yep.
Iowa.
Kansas.
Yep.
Dude, it is the capital of the Midwest.
Yes.
And yet they're just like, oh, well.
No, you're not small market just because you play in Wrigley Field.
No. No, you are.
It looks like a Little League park.
No.
But you're in Chicago.
Dude, you play in a town where it's so big that there has to be another baseball team.
Yeah, right. Yes, not a small market.
Not a small market. And
that's so funny. I've had that thought in my head like my whole life. Mm-hmm. Just like the connotation between Cubs and like just the little team that could.
Little squappy wappy.
And it's like, what are we talking about? Yeah.
We're the lovable losers. No, you're idiots.
Yes.
You're idiot GMs, idiot owners. Like what?
Minus Theo.
Who, Jesus, turn that fucker around real quick.
Yeah.
And then he left and he was like, I see the writing on the wall. I'm just going to go and try and fix the game.
Yeah, right. God love him.
Yeah. But I was like talking to them, they're like, yeah, there's no reason for us to operate like this. Yeah. There's none. Like they have Suzuki, who he is impressive.
He can mash.
He can mash and he's smart and he's selective.
Good ABs.
Great ABs. I'm excited to see the adjustments he makes.
A lot of pitches.
Yes.
And to that point, he ain't never going to be a star, but Alejo Lopez, the numbers aren't there right now.
I love that dude.
But killer at bats. Guaranteed 8-pitch at bat to him.
Yep. He's
guaranteed 8-pitch at bat.
Works the count and then just shoots it through the gap.
Yeah.
And, dude, first, second,
plays every position.
Third, left, right.
Yeah.
Like you can put him everywhere.
He won't go back to Louisville.
He shouldn't, but you have your roster shrinking May 1st.
Yeah.
You
so
give it
he
a 26. Dude, all right, let's jump the gun and get into this.
Yeah.
Who are you DFAing? I have my
Aquino.
For sure.
I mean, do you DFA Riddle? I mean,
yes.
Yeah, I mean, you have to. Shout out JT Riddle. He got a fucking hit in an RBI, and I lost my fucking mind. Frankfurt's finest.
Smoked it.
JT Riddle, a Western Hills Wolverine. Played beer pong with that guy.
Did you beat him? Or were you a team? Were you partners?
Nope, he beat us. He beat our team. But him and Trevor Gott won co-baseball, Mr. Baseball in 2010 in Kentucky.
Wow.
Yeah, he was a stud. They both went to UK. Good career. JT Riddle started for the Marlins for a little while.
Yep.
But that was cool to see him get another shot. Just beautiful. It was cool to see him get a shot right across the river from his home state.
Of course.
I loved that. So yeah, Aquino, goodbye. I mean, this is so fucking crazy just because it wouldn't be a money saver, but like, do you just tell Moose to take a fucking hike?
There's no way they would eat that money.
Yeah, they can't.
And he's on the injured list. So.
Who do you DFA?
I'm DFAing For sure, Aquino. Dude, I mean, how is this guy? Dude, there's just no way.
Can't be on the roster.
None. What are we doing here?
No.
The guy is completely lost up there. He's not going to find the magic he had in 2019.
It's never happened.
And it was just 1 month.
It was 1 month, 1 September in 2019.
Yeah. He's not going to find it again.
Nope.
Sorry, gang, team. Not going to happen.
And I think that's almost a sure thing, yeah?
Oh, for sure. Man, the other guy, that's tough. I'm trying to think here about who...
Because
I think if you're drawing
Aquino has no more options, but we're
Correct.
talking about another person that we could send down to AAA.
Sure. If short straws come to short straws, I think you would have to probably send down Alejo Lopez as much as it sucks.
Yeah, I think it would be him.
It has to be. He has options. And TJ Friel got reinstated, but then sent back down to AAA. And he should have been up here getting those ABs that Aquino was.
100%.
That guy is the guy that you think could be something.
Yes, could have hit for average, little pop.
Instead, you got a clear mouth breather who can't see the ball.
A strikeout machine.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, a strikeout machine. Even by today's standards, he strikes out too much.
Dude, it was like he struck out 25 times in 37 ABs.
Yeah.
Something astronomically silly.
I could strike him out.
Dude, we both could strike him
Yes.
out. Just
Yes.
high cheese.
Yeah. Well, not cheese. I mean, he would hit my 84 mile per hour fastball.
Oh, you're saying you would throw a slider low and outside.
I would just throw like a fucking eephus curveball. Strike the man out.
Yeah, Bull Zach Greinke.
Yeah. Dude, what they're doing down in Tampa with Brett Phillips getting so many innings is so awesome.
It's hilarious.
It rules. It's good for the game. They're in a lot of games. I mean, they're beating the brakes off of people.
And then
they're
just
also
throwing them in.
Yeah, it's great. Just save their arms. It's fun.
And he's a fun dude.
Brett Phillips
Great
rules.
ambassador. Great ambassador.
Great
for the
ambassador for the game, and he's just like, a slightly above average role guy who is like a face of the league.
Game. Right.
And it rules. I love Brett Phillips.
So we've got some interesting things coming up here. We don't really need to recap because we all know what the fuck happened. The only thing I really want to get into is a couple things. One, man, I don't think San Martin is going to be is not going to be in the
Not
rotation.
a starter.
He's a good swing guy. He can
Yeah.
get you 3. I mean,
He's a
he
good
just
six
looked-
guy if you're desperate, but he is a guy coming out of the pen.
Yep. I mean, he's just so wildly inconsistent. I mean, that start he had against the Dodgers was great, but then again this week against the Padres.
And it was bad.
Very bad. You had 5 1/3, 8 hits, 5 earned runs, 1 walk, 4 Ks. The good news is there, if you look at it, 1 walk and 4 Ks, he's pounding the strike zone,
Yeah.
but he's just getting hit. It sucks, but I mean, which is fine because guess what? You put him in the pen and Luis Castillo's coming back. He just had a rehab start.
We need Louis back, baby.
We need him back.
We need him back in a bad way.
Real bad. I just read a thing.
Santillan had another good outing on Sunday.
He threw 35 pitches over 2 simulated innings in a live bullpen at Petco, and then he had a rehab start at Dayton, and he pitched 2 1/3 innings.
Yeah.
Like 3 hits and a couple earned runs, whatever. But he was pitching
He's just
again.
moving his body like a pitcher.
Correct. And it's just like, whatever.
Which is
happens,
what
happens.
rehab is, yeah.
Exactly. So then that's your guy you swap out and put in.
Yeah. And anybody in that bullpen right now with Sims being back and
Sims looked good.
Sims was great.
Yesterday.
There was a serious pop to the mitt. I mean, he's the freshest guy we have.
Yeah.
But still, I mean,
You might have to send Hendricks back down. I think that might be your move there, champ. Because I'm looking here, and Strickland hasn't gotten blown up in the past week. I mean, these are all such small sample sizes.
Yeah.
You know what's really bothering me is they're saying like, if there's a team that people have chosen to be like, oh, they're going to be good. The cream rises to the top. I understand that, and they say, oh, don't worry, there's plenty of time. But then you just can't look at the Reds and go, whatever. They're just going to get their shit kicked in all the time. Who cares? We're going to see a lot of this. Like, well, isn't there also a lot of the season left for them to bounce back and get healthy and to at least be close to average?
Sure.
Instead of saying that they're going to immediately be a 100-loss team and be like,
Immediately.
blah, blah, blah. It's like, come on. It's not looking great, but at the same time, it will get better.
Yeah, man. You get Joey on the right track. You get India back. Solano could come in. Who knows? He's an unknown entity to the Reds.
I think he's going to be a huge part of it.
Right. What I'm saying. It's like there's plenty to be excited about Donovan Solano.
Moran's gotten his bat together this past week.
Yes, he did.
About fucking time.
Yeah, I loved him in the DH spot last night or yesterday.
I did
Good
too.
move.
I
Just
did too.
another left-handed bat.
Who hits right-handed pitching.
And is at Great American. He didn't get into one last night, but but still, that's why we signed him.
Right.
He didn't fuck anything up.
No.
You know?
Fart Warren's looked good.
Yes.
Another guy, even yesterday, he had a hold. 2 strikeouts, 1 walk.
Fart Warren, Buck Farmer.
Buck Farmer, Buck Ground Chuck.
Yes, these are all guys who, these are all guys who were like, especially just in the rebuild mentality, you would like to think that people are at least really pushing themselves now, just being like, you're still trying to make this team unless you're like 5 dudes.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? There's like 6 guys. Other than that, Louisville is an option for you, motherfucker.
Yep.
You
can keep going back up and down I-71. You just keep on trucking.
Passed by that Bat Stadium last night, man. That place is sick.
Dude, it's so cool. We need to go down.
Yeah, it's a cool field.
I'm trying to look up and see exactly what Moran's done in the past 5 games. So basically, the past week.
Where we are 1-4, by the way.
Hey, man, it's better than 0-5.
Yeah. I'm the secret touch, dude.
Dude, you know what? You and then Joey Votto posting on TikTok. Mm-hmm. They're now 3-0 on TikTok.
3-0 on TikTok. Is that a fact?
That is.
I didn't know that.
Brother, that's a fact.
Man, get the man on the talk.
I wouldn't lie to you about something this serious with Joey Votto's TikToks.
So 4-1, good guys.
Mm-hmm. Trying to pull up the box here for you.
It's a fun game, man. God,
Just
that was
look at
a
his
fun
past
game.
information, Moran. Here it is. Are we ready? Strapped in. In his last 7 games, Colin Moran is 5 for 20 with 2 ribs, 2 walks, 6 Ks. He's got a 250 average, 304 on base, 300 slugging. Not great, but it's better than .01.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Or
I mean,
0.8.
batting 250 on this team right now is the equivalent of batting 450.
Exactly.
I mean, it was wild. My girl doesn't know shit about baseball, and they're coming up, and she's looking at the scoreboard, and she's like, a lot of guys under .200. And I was like, yeah, that's called the Mendoza line, honey.
Yeah, sorry, it's very bad.
Yeah, it was wild.
What is Senzel doing out in center?
No clue.
How did he lose that in the lights yesterday? How did he lose that in the shadows?
I don't know, man.
Was that tomorrow? Was that yesterday or was that Saturday?
I don't think it was yesterday.
It was Saturday.
Yeah.
Then. It was that weird 6 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm not.
Shadow. That's why games start at 7:10, so you don't have those wild ass shadows.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe instead of planning around people stay downtown and all this stuff, look at the sun. Just a thought. Yeah, Senzel. But I mean, he has been hitting the cover off the ball since he's gotten back from his stomach bug.
He had a nice game yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, watching him smack and barrel him up and push him back in the right center field or the right field
good.
corner, it's like, hey, that's
what you do.
It's weird to say vintage Senzel.
Right.
But when I think vintage Senzel, I'm thinking that first part when he got the first 3 months when he got brought up.
Yeah, I was at the game when he hit 3 dingers to right field.
He got robbed. Remember, who the fuck robbed him in center field?
Oh, for 4.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I can't remember. Maybe Bader?
No, it was against the Giants.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
Was it Pilar? I think it was Kevin Pilar.
He was wont to do that.
He was very wont to do that. But in his last 7 games, the numbers don't translate at all. 21 ABs, 3 hits, 2 ribbies, 1 walk, 6 Ks, 143, 182, 190 slash line.
Yeah, all in the ones on that slash.
Yikes.
Not what you want, Nicholas.
Not what you want. The Padres are just really good at baseball.
It's a good team.
They're only going to get better when they get Tatis back.
Top to bottom. That team right now doesn't even have Tatis Jr., dude.
No, and they have a slumping Cronenworth. They have a
Yeah.
slow start Cronenworth.
Yeah. Yeah, that team's only going to get nastier,
Jesus.
and their rotation is filth.
With Manea,
Yeah.
Darvish. They don't even have Clevenger yet.
I know. Imagine when he comes
Musgrove.
back. I know. It's a fucking filthy team.
You know what's really nice is that team immediately comes right back here.
Yep.
For
tomorrow.
3. Yeah, for a 3 spot.
Yeah. At least we're at home.
That is true.
At least we're at home, so, not a lot of people are going to see it happen live.
That's a really great way to put it.
It's not going to happen in front of a sellout.
You know what? That also means I think it will have been a week since Luke Voit dropped the fucking people's elbow.
Yeah, dude,
on
that
Tyler
shit was
Stevenson.
whack, and the fact that nothing came of that.
How do you not throw that dude out?
You throw him out, and he gets a suspension. I mean, he pile drived him.
Yeah. And then after the game, he was laughing when they got asked the question, like, hey, do you feel bad about it? He's like, no.
Yeah.
No, I'm a beef boy.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, he's a big fucking musclehead meat boy.
Just a dumbass.
Fuck, yeah, that made me mad.
He's got ground chuck for brains.
And then, what's his name? Tommy Pham with the comment, hey, I got a lot of buddies with a gym if you want to get together and fight.
Dude, a Muay Thai gym.
Yeah.
And he was just like moving, like dead serious. Like he was like, I'll fucking whoop ass. After the comments where he said, he's like, oh, I'm here to get mine.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, he's not a team player. And then his teammate gets knocked the fuck out. And he turns around and he says, I will fight
you at a gym.
Yeah, I'll fight this ox.
Yeah.
Across the hallway.
I'd take Pham, dude. If the guy crazy enough to do that.
No. I take small and crazy over thick and stupid.
Yeah, no doubt.
10
dude.
times
Small
out of
and
10.
crazy over thick and stupid. That's the name of the episode. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's a good one.
It's a solid one.
Yes, and that's
I mean,
exactly what that situation is.
100%. And I hope, it's once Stevenson gets back again, that's another guy that's going to help your offense click again. And I wasn't worried. I'll ask at the end of the statement here, but like I wasn't worried about Hunter Green's last start, only hitting 96, only going 3 1/3, because he wasn't throwing to Tyler.
Yeah.
He was throwing to Garcia.
Yeah.
And guess what? He hasn't caught him before.
Different thing.
Whole other beast. Imagine trying to catch 101.
102. Yeah, exactly.
And it looks, I think Hunter was like, I'm going to try not to murder this guy.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to get him sent down to Louisville.
Yeah. I don't want to break a face guard or dent I don't want to make him lose an eye, basically. But I wasn't worried. Were you worried after you saw like he only pitched 3 1/3?
Initially, it was worrisome, but that's just another fucking thing to worry about. I'm not. Overall, I'm not worried. Get Ty Steve back there behind the dish.
Right.
Run Green out there again.
Which hopefully is tomorrow.
Yes. With Tyler.
Right.
Yeah.
Not worried.
Yeah. Voit should have gotten something.
Right.
Should have gotten something. Should have gotten a fine. Should have gotten something. Do you expect retaliation this week? Because
they pulled him they didn't let him play the last game.
Yeah, and he will get plunked. And Stevenson's going to be behind the dish calling the plunking.
And he's just going to hit him.
And it could get beefy.
I think so.
It'll get real beefy.
Real beefy real quick.
Yeah, dude, you see before like as the pitcher is winding up, you see Pham just sprinting in from left field. Dead sprint, but he gets pegged and he's already past the shortstop.
Tommy Pham has the type of energy that when it does break out, he's going to get really close and sneak up behind on Luke Voit and pull a shiv out of his sock and slice his Achilles tendon.
Man, he's got the stabbies.
Yeah, he knows he's been stabbed. So
He knows his way around getting stabbed.
He knows the pressure points.
Yes, he does.
Right where to cut you dry. Man, I think he's going to get plunked. I think this will be another interesting series. I think it's going to be interesting being back at home. But again, I don't like looking and seeing that it's going to be the same fucking dudes.
Yeah.
It's going to be Mania. It's going to be Musgrove. Like just those
It's going to be the Killers. Yeah, they'll mow us. They'll fucking mow us.
Can we get a break? Like a little bit of a break.
Yeah.
It's been so fucking brutal.
Yeah, it's as tough as you can start a season about in the league. I would be interested to see that. I don't know if there's a way to look that up, but the Reds' strength of schedule has got to be top 3 or 4.
That's a great question. I will Google that right now.
Yeah, it's got to be top 3 or 4, even when you take into account like the American League East playing each other and all this shit. But I mean, going Braves, Dodgers, Padres, Cardinals, Padres. It's tough.
Well, wouldn't you guess?
Number one hardest schedule in the whole league with the most depleted lineup in the whole league.
Exactly. So when you're looking at this and you're like, man, it's going to be a long season. It can't be this fucking long.
Yeah, no, it's not going to be this long. Bust out.
2 is Baltimore, 3 is Boston, 4 Arizona, 5 Texas, 6 Blue Jays, 7 Marlins, 8 Phillies. Dude, that's what they were talking about today on John Boy. They're like, the Phillies have had the 8th hardest, strength of schedule. I'm like, yeah, but they also went out and spent $500,000 on people who can't catch fly balls.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, their strength of schedule, it doesn't matter with them. When they went out and spent, you have to go out and fucking be 10-6 and have no
strength
excuses.
of schedule isn't a thing. When you spend that kind of money. Yep,
couldn't agree more. And at the bottom of your strength of schedule is the team with the best record in the National League, New York Mets.
The Mets.
The Metropolitans. So what were you going to say? Sorry.
Oh, I can't even remember. I don't know.
You were going to say look up, because we were talking strength of schedule. You were like, look up. And I went.
Oh, maybe I was like, look. I don't know. I didn't need anything else looked up.
You got it.
No, man.
I'll stop being Jamie.
Number one strength of schedule.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
You know what also it really sucks is the fact that you have this going on. You've got everybody hurt. You're playing. And then you look up. Say you are Alejo Lopez. You are living out the dream. You're playing second base. You're like, man, I don't know how much time I have up here in the major leagues.
I'm going to soak it up.
But then you look up into the sky and you see a plane that says, where are you going to go? You already lost me. Thanks, Phil.
Yeah.
Did you see that shit?
Yeah, I did.
Was that Sunday? Did you see?
No, that was Saturday.
I mean,
no, it hurts for the players. I mean, how sad was that tweet from Hunter Green?
Yeah, please come.
Begging people to come to the game.
Insane. That's got to be the toughest thing to deal with. When people say, like, these guys are professional athletes, they probably block this stuff out. You can only block out so much.
Yeah, probably not. Not all of it.
You can't block this out.
No, you can't.
You can't. Dude, you feel it when an entire city fucking
is so bummed about the team that you play for.
Yeah. You feel it top to bottom.
Imagine getting out of a slump like that, I mean, it's never a bad day to be Joey Votto, but it would getting out of a slump with everything else that is on Joey's mind. Just can't imagine.
Did you see his tweet?
Yeah.
It was awesome.
He's the man.
I'm going to pull it up because I thought it was just it's incredible. It's in a test. Oh, he just tweeted 3 hours ago. He said, it looks like I'm known for my speed.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
It's so great. Just he's in the 8th percentile of MLB speed. That's so great. But he tweeted out yesterday, the experience of being in a batting slump is that it feels like a labyrinth. One feels trapped, alone, and disoriented. When you finally get out, you are relieved and can't believe how easy it was to find the exit. Unfortunately, that exit eventually leads to another labyrinth.
Just to another labyrinth.
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what it is.
You have to adjust for every pitch.
And you can equate that to any kind of slump or just being a human being, I mean, it's hard. You're struggling. You get out of the weeds. Work's hard. Relationships are hard. Everything's tough. Your mind's working against you. It's just scary to be a human being. And then you get to a point where you're like, okay, I've put in some work. I've made some changes. This feels good. And then, but you're still fucking here.
Yeah.
Joey goes out 3 for 4, starts seeing the ball better a little bit. And he's like, okay, well, I'm not actively in a slump, a mental and physical slump. And then you go out and Max Scherzer's on the bump. Yeah. And you're like, oh, cool. Great.
Neat. I got to figure this out. And then think about it, how often there's at least 4 different pitchers in a game now.
Yeah.
So you have to relearn every single time and try and figure that out.
It's so crazy that anybody can be a high-level baseball hitter.
And especially one like Joey Votto, who we are just completely wasting his career.
Yep. Yes, we are. There's really no other way to say that. It sucks to say out loud, but thus far his career has been wasted with the Cincinnati Reds.
Yep.
And that sucks. Makes me love him more.
But it's also nice to know that he's finally accepting and wanting to do this social media stuff, letting us know what we've always wanted to know about him, and that he's just an absolute gem and a true delight.
Gem of a man.
What a sweet man. So let's look at what's coming up this next week. We've got 3 at home against San Diego, which, boy, howdy. You've got Musgrove. You've got Mackenzie Gore again, which, God, I hope we touch him up. And then it looks like, who's this feller that we got going on the bump? Nick Martinez. We did not see him last time.
Don't know anything about him.
I think that's their 6th starter probably. And then we hit the road again. He in and out real quick. 3 at Colorado and then 3 at Milwaukee. But I say over these next 6 games, shit. Colorado's hot, but I hope that we can go 3-3.
Yeah.
I know it's optimistic to say winning a game is crazy after
I know.
not having a win for 2 weeks, but at least you're going to go to Colorado and be like, it's not one of the best teams in the National League.
Man, yeah. I mean, what are the odds better? The odds are just statistically better that we go 3-3 versus lose another 11 in a row.
Right.
Losing 11 in a row in baseball is quite hard.
It's difficult.
It takes being bad and it takes shitty luck. And
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot of that.
It takes everything. It's looking like Barrero will be up in a couple weeks. So that's another good thing that we need is just more guys coming back.
Yeah, just more arms. What's up with Johnny? Just another week? Jonathan India?
Yeah, I said he's going to come right off. He'll be ready to go. He thinks he's ready to go.
Yeah, I mean, a hamstring earlier in the season is really just rust.
That's going to be huge having him come. Having Naquin back was massive.
Yeah, dude. It was so wild how fucking bad our lineup was.
It was like you used AAA is generous.
Yeah, the contrast between the lineup that we were piecing together, the potential dream lineup if we bring Castellanos back and Winker and Gino are here, yada, yada.
Right.
If you put that lineup together and then put it against some of the lineups that we saw, so crazy.
Dude, I just saw this. I didn't know this happened. Donovan Solano was nearing his rehab assignment, and then he tested positive for COVID. Fucking really?
Unreal.
I just want him to come back. I just need him to get back here. So hopefully he's back in the next couple days. I mean, catcher for the Red Sox. I'm spacing, not Perez. Whoever's behind the dish for them came back in 3 days.
From COVID?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Vaxxed, got through the fever, broke, then they're back.
Yeah.
So that means the virus is done shedding. It's exited their body. We're good to go. But having him back and being able to play third. But Mike Moustakas could just stay on the IL as long as he fucking
Black
wants.
hole. I didn't even know he was hurt.
Yeah.
I figured he was benched. I mean, it's like it wouldn't even be a news story to bench a guy batting $115.
No.
It's like, the money and all that. I hate it for him. Again, we always preface this. I don't fucking hate Mike Moustakas.
No, neither.
Guy can't be in our lineup.
No. I mean, that's the same way with Chicago. They're like, why are we throwing out Hayward every day?
Yes, it's the same deal, except Hayward's been there forever.
Forever and signed a monster deal. Ours would be something that the Cubs would easily absorb and just let fly. Us,
Exactly.
we're like, this is a big
Much money.
mistake. This is a big one.
Well, he's our highest paid player minus Joey,
Yeah.
right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Moose. The Moose is loose.
Moose is loose.
And the Moose is lost.
Let the Moose loose. Let him go.
Yeah,
But
cut the Moose loose.
But we got San Martin, Gutierrez, and Malley again. Malley at home. He needs to fucking rebound.
Oh yeah,
He needs to rebound at home.
the splits are.
It's astronomical.
It can't go 2 seasons in a row. Why is it that bad?
I have no clue.
I mean,
head thing?
it's only mental. It's not physical. The pitch, the mounds are the same.
Right.
It might change a little from stadium to stadium, but it's 60 feet 6 inches.
Yep.
The catcher's back there, the pitchers or the batters in the box, and the umpires back there.
Yeah.
It's only mental.
Has to be.
The mound's not higher. It's all regulation.
I think if he just gets one out of the way, I think he can start going on a roll.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean that's baseball in a nutshell.
No shit.
Yeah.
Feel good, you'll be good.
Yes, that's baseball in a nutshell.
Let your body just take over.
Yeah.
Ugh, I don't like the looks of that, but I think we can take one from the Padres.
Yeah, especially after the embarrassment, and maybe there will be some sort of shakeup. I can see David Bell getting ejected from this Padres series. Because, dude, that's a thing that is now people are whispering about it, and David's got to be, worried about it. He shouldn't be fired. This isn't him, but he might be.
And if he does, I think you're imploding and everything collapses.
Yes.
Because DJ has built that system there and has more than just the Reds pitching coach. He's the pitching development coordinator.
No,
He's
if you
everything.
let Bell go, but wouldn't it be a Reds move to just fire him like even before the All-Star break?
That's what the Reds did with Brian Price.
Yes.
And it wasn't even his fault.
12 games into the season.
Yeah. Eugenio broke his hand, and then they were just like, they didn't start hot. They were like 1-17, and they're just like, well, we'll see ya. Here's Riggleman.
Yeah.
You can't do that. Because then, you know how much, I don't know how many people would backlash. I would. Because I'm like, it's not his fault. You know whose fault it is? It's fucking everybody
the guy who
upstairs.
fired him.
Yes. It's everybody upstairs and the guys who are handing the budget over to Crawl.
So, yeah, I mean, everyone's feeling that heat, and that's just the unfair thing that happens to coaches. We've said it before.
Yep.
They get the love when they win. They get the heat when they lose.
Yep.
It's not warranted, but it wouldn't surprise me. I'm surprised that we haven't seen a giant blow-up yet.
No, and it needs to come.
It needs to happen. It'll happen tomorrow, or it'll happen the series against Padres.
I sure hope so.
There will need to be some fireworks because there has to be. A fire must be lit under this team's ass some way.
Right, instead of just rolling over and taking this.
Exactly, because it's like, yeah, man, bad luck about the front office, bad luck about the injuries and the slumps, bad luck. Bad luck against the hardest schedule in the whole fucking league. Bad luck.
But
go get in a fucking fight with the Padres and rustle shit up because this is the way it is. This is who we are.
Yep. And it just sucks that they played so well in Atlanta, and then just the comments were said, and you could see that all of the momentum was sucked out from them, and it's been trying to get back into that type of energy again and try to get there, but you couldn't with the injuries. Now that they're back, now let's throw some punches at Luke Voit. Let's get a fire lit, and let's go on a little bit of a run.
Yeah, dude.
Can we be close? Let's get close.
Plunk Voit. Yeah. Get in a bench clearing brawl. Take 2 or 3 at home from the team that is 5 times better than you.
Yeah, and also let's not be 10 games under 500.
Yeah, play some ball.
Let's get 6. Let's get up to 6 under, please.
Yes.
That'd be great. Because also when you look, let's look a little bit more ahead and see if there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Because then after the Colorado series, you got 3 at Milwaukee, like I said. But here's a little light at the end of the tunnel for you. 4 at home against Pittsburgh.
You got, that's a 3-1-er right there.
You hope.
Potential.
Get to the starters early, shut them down with your bullpen and go. And then 3 at home against Milwaukee, and then 4 at Pittsburgh.
When's that at home against Milwaukee?
It is May 8th or 9th, 10th, and 11th.
Sick.
Yeah. So we'll be there for that.
Hell
to see our boy.
Gotta go see him.
So let's round third and head for home.
Shall we? What do you got? Well, we got
have the
tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Come tomorrow. Come to Go Bananas tomorrow, Tuesday night at 7:30. We're auditioning for Just for Laughs.
It's gonna be sick.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah, hype for that.
Me too.
Thursday, Louisville. I'll be in Louisville. Casey Free or Fry.
Yeah.
Like the Vine guy.
Yeah.
Dance guy. I'm opening for him. The Louisville Comedy Club. And then on Friday here, Ludlow, Kentucky, I'm headlining Beer Kiss.
Oh yeah.
I'm stoked.
Have fun. Make sure don't heckle the owner. He might come out and juggle swords in your face.
I would never. You took that bullet for me.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Lesson learned.
Yes. Yeah. So come out to one of those shows. Come to the Hub.
Yeah.
Wednesdays at Go Bananas for the contest. Always fun.
Yep.
And just
Also
send a nice DM to a Reds player.
please, yeah, just go make Tyler Naquin's day and slide in and be
For
like,
sure.
hey bud. Also Wednesday. Wait, am I looking at the right thing?
Wednesday the 27th.
Yeah. Wednesday, the 27th, I will be at 20s in the basement again. So that'll be fun.
20s comes roaring back.
And May 3rd, first 5 Points Park show. So I need to make that
fuck yeah,
announcement
dude.
tomorrow.
Went and had a white pizza at Fireside the other day.
Ooh, like I said, add the Italian sausage. That's
so
the move.
good. So good.
So thank you for listening. Thank you to
Athletic Greens.
to Colorcast.
To Sports Drink.
Thank you, Sports Drink. If you don't know Sports Drink, they're our sponsors. They're fantastic. They're trying to be the media group that is sports and not sports. So go check them out. It's Sports Drink without the vowels.
No I, no O.
Oh, check it out. And when you do come check it out, make sure you close the door behind you because we're trying not to let the funk out. Stinky.
Smells funky.
Living in the funk. So go check that out. And so thank you for watching and listening, and thank you for coming on.
Thank you for being a Reds fan. Thank you for being a new Nasty Boys fan.
Yes.
Hold tight, baby.
Hold on. It's going to get better. And as always, go Redlegs.
Stay nasty, babe.